In the meantime, we have some marvelous local stories of people who have experienced thought field therapy. Thanks so much for being with us, Lynn. Would you share with us what was your story, the beginning of it, the painful experiences that you had, to the extent that you want to talk about them, the impact of not being treated, and what thought field therapy did for you?
Well, thank you. My story, I've had dyslexia pretty much my whole life, and I went to some special schooling for that. The schooling was not very good. It was pretty
harsh.
traumatic. Yeah, pretty harsh. They'd make us crawl, and they'd beat us if we crawled wrong and things like that to try to cure the dyslexia. I guess I got depersonalized a bit and stuff. Everything seemed really fake and stuff after that. My depression got bad. I was actually kidnapped. Ransom was demanded from my parents. I was kidnapped for several days. And the after effects of that was kind of devastating towards my life. I ended up getting very suicidal. I put a gun in my mouth and shot myself. I was clinically dead for a little while. After that, I committed some crimes. I had a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, very low self-esteem, and everything seemed like kind of in a movie, I guess you could say. It seemed fake. It didn't seem real. Nothing mattered to me. So I guess as a result of that, I committed some crimes and I ended up in prison. And I want to thank my good counselors at Lamaka Correctional Facility, because they let me seek the help I need, and they helped me a lot. I want to thank the Department of Vocational Rehabilitation for hooking me up with Dr. Sakai here. And I want to thank you, because this has done really wonders in my life. Since I started treatment with you in late January or early February, something like that, my anxiety has disappeared. My depression has disappeared. I am now off of medications. I really see a bright future ahead for me. You know, it's like I've been walking around in a fog most of my life, and for some reason, I don't know how this therapy works, but I know it works, because it's like stepping out of a fog into a nice, bright, sunshiny day. It has just totally amazed me.
It's kind of an unusual therapy. What was your first reaction when she first introduced you to this therapy?
My first reaction is I thought she was crazy. I didn't, I thought, well, this seems kind of weird. I don't see how this will work. But I kept an open mind and I tried it out, and it works.
Can you demonstrate some of the things so that our viewers will see what crazy felt like or looked like for you?
Yeah, well, like grounding myself, for instance. You tap the meridian point down here and ground yourself. And there's another point I use quite a bit is right over here, and I can tap over here. And I don't know how it works, but I know that when I started doing that, my symptoms disappeared. My dyslexia, I used to write backwards. My E's would be backwards, my F's would be backwards. I would invert my letters. I did that constantly. And I very, very rarely, if I do it, I don't think I've done it in several months now. And I've done quite a bit of writing. My writing's still sloppy, but but I'm not writing backwards anymore, and my spelling is actually improving because of it. And that's something I've had my entire life. It just amazes me.
When did you begin working with Dr. Sakai?
Probably late January, early
late
February.
January.
And so it's very quick, actually. The other therapies that I've gone through at the state hospital after I shot myself and stuff, more or less just medication therapies, and they just seem to put me in the fog deeper, I guess you could say. But this has actually worked to improve me. It's helped me.
Yeah, it seems like every symptom that you worked on, or everything that you worked on, you came back the next time and you said, it's not there. And so we worked on other things, and then it's been stable now for months. Yeah, many months.
I've been waiting for it to come back, and it just hasn't, you know, because I can't believe it's gone. It's that amazing. You know, something that's plagued me for years and years just disappear, just like that. Just over a matter of a few minutes to a few days.
And what this has done is addressed what I think has been a major missing piece in responding to psychological trauma, and that's what goes on in our bodies. Cognitive behavioral therapy works with what we think and works with our emotions, but it doesn't work with that energetic balance and flow in our bodies. And when we're psychologically traumatized, some energetic things happen in our bodies that get stuck and that continue problems. And there's also a lot of evidence about unhealed psychological trauma's impact on our physical health, on chronic health conditions.
Right.
And you had anxiety disorder. Were you experiencing any health problems aside from that? Like
yes,
asthma or diabetes?
Yes, I was. I would have panic attacks. That would offset my asthma. I've had asthma in my entire life, which, by the way, since I've started thought field therapy, the asthma has really disappeared too. I haven't had any problems there. And yeah, I've had quite a few different things. I've had chest pains. I have actually passed out from these. I think it was from the panic attacks. I'm not sure, but so it has led into physical
health problems.
Yeah. And those are also disappearing. As a matter of fact, she showed me how to use it to control pain, and it actually works. I've had some tooth problems and haven't been able to see a dentist for a while, and it actually helps me control the pain. It's just unbelievable.
One of my favorite